Hey there, welcome in. It's Heather with Heather's Healing, and I'm here to look at the energy of the upcoming week, which is March 23rd through the 29th, 2026. So, welcome in, and thanks for being here. So, as I was just feeling into the energy of this upcoming week, the things that I was feeling were focuses on personal power, self worth, possibly feeling stuck. There's a little bit of victimhood energy here, um, delayed success, or a feeling of delayed success, or things just not working out. But again, that's not necessarily the reality. That's just the overriding feeling that I'm sensing here. So I just wrote down, hang in there, be patient, don't give up. I feel like I could use a pep talk for this upcoming week. Let's see what let's pull some cards and see what the cards have to say. So let's look at the main theme of the upcoming week, main theme or overriding energy, dominant energy of this upcoming week. Oh, I didn't like that. Got the King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I'm kind of not surprised. I almost kind of expected to get the Tower in reverse, but we've got the King. We got a jerk. So the overriding energy or the main theme or the energy that you notice the most in this upcoming week is, control, someone trying to control you, manipulation, abuse, and this is probably going to come through the form of communication. This could also be social media. This could be, negative things on the news, but this is trying to control. This is someone, or it could be a particular person, but I feel like this is an overall just an overall energy of this week of control, someone trying to control you through words, through maybe even bullying with words, that type of thing. I would be leery of doing any negotiations this week. There's just a lot of manipulation, fast talkers, people trying to pressure you into making decisions that you aren't ready to make. So don't allow that, just because there is an overriding energy of manipulation and abuse doesn't mean that you have to participate in that. So if something feels off, trust yourself. Don't allow yourself to be pushed into anything or rushed into anything if it doesn't feel right. Stick up for yourself, stand up for yourself. But yeah, that's the overriding energy this week is, and I do feel like this is more like in the collective with news, social media. This is just lies, people lying and manipulating others with words, images, that type of thing, communication. Okay. So best way of dealing with this energy this week. Advice on dealing with this kind of manipulative energy this week. I'm hearing push back against it. Advice on dealing with this type of energy this week. And thanks so much for being here, you guys. Yeah, we got the Two of Swords, more swords. The Two of Swords, it's your choice. It's your choice to participate in this type of energy. Now, if this is a person in your life, that might be something to look at. Why are you in this relationship? What's the dynamic here? What can you do about this situation? That'll be more on a personal a personal level. But Two of Swords, it's your choice to participate. What are you choosing to participate in this week? Are you going to allow yourself to be manipulated, used, and emotionally abused? You know, there's a choice. You have a choice here. It's not, choices aren't always cut and dry and super easy though. So I do want to, acknowledge that. I love how the cat's looking back at the bird. Yeah, how are you choosing to interact with this energy? You have a choice here. What's the energy that you are bringing into this week? Show me the energy that the collective watching this video is bringing into the week. Here's the victimhood energy coming in. We've got the Four of Pentacles coming in. There's a lot of restriction that I feel with this card. And I get it. Like, this is wanting to protect yourself, protect what's yours, hold on tightly. You're trying to control your situation. I totally get it, especially when things feel chaotic or we have, people or energies around us that are trying to deceive us, lie to us, manipulate us. I totally get that. And there's a feeling here of wanting to hold on really tight and try to control everything. But in doing that, you're going to wear yourself out. You're going to feel more exhausted. You can control your response and how you show up in the world, but you can't control the way the world responds to you. So this could be very exhausting. Again, I like the cat here looking at that open window. Is there another way that you can show up? Is there a better way of showing up? Can you have maybe a little bit more flexibility? Maybe less control? Because I mean, here we have an energy that's really trying to control. Can you show up in a different way? That's the way I would look at this. Can you show up in a different way? I think another really great way of combating this type of energy is being very authentic, showing up as your true self, and allowing your authenticity to shine. I think that and a lot of times I think your personal authenticity, your light, can really override a lot of these negative energies. So we've got the 4, we've got the 2. So we've got, I'm just looking just at the energy. So we have the Moon in Libra, trying to find balance, trying to find some equilibrium when things aren't very clear. Very challenging. How do you allow your light to shine? How can you show up in a really authentic way without trying to control or feeling like you need to control anything? What's the gifts? What are the blessings? What are the positives that are coming through this week? What can we learn? And I do hope you guys are well. Crazy times. We got another 2. I like this. 2 of Wands. Yeah, this goes into that delayed success, or maybe feeling like things aren't working out. But they are. Things are working out. You just can't see the results yet. So there's a need to be patient here. So hold your vision, hold your dreams, Keep taking action towards whatever it is that you're working towards. I love the Two of Wands. It's a nice card that it invites you to dream. It invites you to hold on to your dreams. It's also a desire for expansion and growth, but there's often a couple of things here. One, you've been taking action towards something. You're not seeing the results yet, but they're coming. The Two of Wands can also speak to you, the fact that you need to make a future choice. You need to make a choice. You need to make a decision. You need a plan for your future. And I really feel this, especially if you are in a situation where there is a bully in your life, whether that's a partner, a family member, a boss. What's your plan? What's your long-term plan in dealing with this person? I feel like you will get some clarity with that this week. I love the gold, the fire in this card. I love the stars that are coming through. Again, hold your vision. Keep dreaming. What can you create in this chaotic energy? How can you show up in a different way? These are all things to think about this week. And I also feel like being involved in something, a creative outlet that you enjoy, that's always a really nice, that's a nice way to shift your energy. So that's something to consider too. So we've got the Two of Wands here. We got twos. So the energy of two, you're aware of what's going on. You're acknowledging that not everything is the way that you would like it to be. You're acknowledging that you need to maybe have some patience. You're aware of the problems, which that's good. You might not know the best way of moving forward or the best way of navigating that, but you're aware of what's going on, and that's really good. So you are participating in life, you're present, you're aware, you're not going into things blindly. I do like that energy. I'm going to pull one more tarot, and then I thought I'd pull an oracle because I love these flower cards, and then a charm for, the charm could be a sign to watch out for this week, a personal meaning for you, a message from your guides. So any other advice and guidance on this upcoming week? I do think that the energy this week is really great for helping you to stand in your power, to claim your self-worth, to claim your power. I do really feel that this week. We've got the Hierophant. Card number 5 coming in here. We have the energy of Taurus. The feeling that I am getting with this card and what I'm hearing is don't be complacent. Don't be complacent, and don't feel like you've got to put up with something that is no longer serving you. There are other options. There are other choices. And chaos and disruption can bring change. So what is the universe asking of you? What direction do you feel you're being pulled in? What is your heart trying to tell you? You know, really, really lean into that this week. Again, there's kind of the Hierophant in reverse. This is also another card that can bring in manipulation, abuse of power, that type of thing. Don't be complacent with that. And don't give up on your dreams. Again, you might not see the results yet, but it's coming. Things are working out. Everything's going to be okay. All right. Final message, affirmation, and then I'll pull a charm. And if you wouldn't mind subscribing, if you're not subscribed, I would really appreciate that. I've never heard of this flower before. Plumbago. I could be saying that wrong. Understanding. It connects you with the depths of your psyche and assists with your understanding of your shadow side. It is understanding that allows you to practice self-compassion and forgiveness and release feelings of shame, blame, guilt, and self-judgment that may hold power over you and prevent your growth. Interesting. So some of this abuse of power, you know, is where does this abuse of power live in you? That could be showing up as a shadow energy. It's interesting too, this forgiveness and releasing feelings of shame, blame, guilt, and self-judgment. I did a reading for the April energies, and there was a lot that came up in April around releasing shame and guilt. So it's interesting that it's coming up right now as well. Lean into, I love this crimson color here. I love the purple. You know, you can lean into the violet flame, the violet ray, call in that energy to help transmute dense energy. That can be a really great energy to work with. I love the crimson color for standing in your power, for claiming your self-worth, for standing up for yourself, that type of thing. Purple, this purple and crimson color could be really helpful this week. I love the card though, understanding yourself, understanding what's going on with you. I wanted to look in the book because there's affirmations in here. The affirmation for this card, I understand and accept the perfect imperfection of all that I am. I like that. Right next to it, we have purple poppy. So again, calling on the violet ray could be very helpful this week. I use the violet ray almost every day. It's such a great energy to work with. It's very helpful. You can imagine yourself being cocooned in the violet ray, your home, wherever you're feeling this dense energy. It's at work. It's a fantastic energy to work with. All right, let's pull a couple of charms. What do we have? So we have, it reminds me of the energy of Taurus. We have a bull skull here. And again, you know, standing in your power, standing up for what's important to you, not backing down. What's the other one that we have? Oh, nice. And then we've got a heart with a bunch of hearts inside. I just feel like that's a nice message from Spirit, just letting you know that you're held, you're loved, you're safe, you're cocooned in a really nice protective energy, and everything will be okay, even though it might not seem like it. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I will talk to you real soon.